age 14, you began to visualize a path to a bigger, better life. What are the steps you took to fulfill that vision?
I think that what made me successful was having a great vision. I knew exactly what I wanted to accomplish. I had a very clear vision of becoming a world champion in bodybuilding. And I knew, because the vision was so strong, I knew exactly that's where I'm going to end up, that's what I'm going to win. And eventually become the greatest bodybuilder of all times.
One of those people who helped you in the beginning was Kurt Marnewel. What did he do to inspire you as a teen?
I think that Kurt Marnewel was the first person I saw live that had enormous muscles. And looking that enormous, you say to yourself, oh my God, this is real. This can actually happen. This really works, working out with weights and doing the hours and hours of training and dedicating yourself to that actually works. So he was, Marnewel was definitely the first big inspiration.
And there was another one who became your partner in building your body, coming to America, conquering America in bodybuilding, and that's Franco Columbu, who we see throughout the book.
Well, Franco Columbu is one of those guys that was very, very energetic and very, very ambitious. When we met in 1965, after the European Championships in powerlifting and in bodybuilding, Franco said, we got to get together and we got to train together. That's exactly what happened. I moved to Munich. He inspired me to become better in powerlifting. I inspired him to become better in bodybuilding, and we kind of crossed those kind of training systems. So it was really great. Then eventually we ended up in America, in the land of opportunities. And so of course we both loved America, and we felt like this is the only place in the world where you really could kind of like excel in every area. We lived together for years, and we were just best buddies. There was, we were inseparable.
And then you came to America with the goal to make bodybuilding a real sport. Pumping iron comes along. Pumping iron changed everything, didn't it? Changed everything for you, and it changed everything for the sport in America.
Well, bodybuilding was kind of ready to pop. And when I came along in the late 60s, early 70s, I felt that bodybuilding is about to explode, that people are really interested in it, that we must articulate what it is. And we must articulate that bodybuilding is not just for the guy that wants to stand on stage and go like this and be oiled up, but that bodybuilding is building the body for endurance, building the body for health, building the body for fitness, for other sports, for everything. To stay young, rejuvenation, all of these kind of things bodybuilding can be used for. So how do we get that out there? And along came George Butler and Charles Gaines. They were doing pumping iron. And they were very good in articulating what the sport was about and what the characters were about that were the leading guys in the sport and so on. And so I worked together with them. I said, here's really a great opportunity to make the sport explode. And I was kind of like the center of the documentary since I competed in the Mr. Olympia competition in 1975. So I stepped right in there, and I hired a publicist, and we went out and did interviews. I was at every talk show in America. I was on morning news and morning programs, newspapers and magazines. It just exploded like wildfire.
And you left your sport, you left bodybuilding at the height of your career. I know people thought you were crazy to do it, to go into filmmaking.
Well, first of all, important is I never left bodybuilding. I made this very clear when I retired from a bodybuilding competition in 1975 after winning the Mr. Olympia for the 6th time. I said I will stop competing, but I will not leave bodybuilding. So it's very important, because today, after all of these years, 50 years later, I'm still promoting bodybuilding championships, the Arnold Classic World Bodybuilding Championships, which now has become a very popular all-around fitness festival. So I never left bodybuilding. I'm as interested in promoting bodybuilding today as I was 50 years ago. What I did was I added, because I don't believe in subtracting or switching. I always believe in adding. So I added an acting career to my bodybuilding career. because it was a natural crossover. So I, of course, now was riding this wave, and it was like a huge, huge success. Conan came out, it was #1 at the box office, it was #1 internationally, then they did a Conan #2, and that's what launched really my international movie career, because after that I got the Terminator movie, Commando, Predator, Running Man, 6 days. I mean, there's just one movie after the next.